Hi guys, Patho Gaming right here, right now, bringing you a coaching session with Corey, who's hovering around Master. And this is from a game on Diamond 3, right?
Yep.
Yeah, welcome Corey, welcome. So yeah, play the video. Let's see what happens.
Okay. So.
And just talk me through it. What are you getting and why?
Okay,
Oh, and please mute it.
Oh, here, I got that. Sorry?
Please mute the video because there's some sound.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah,
There we go.
perfect. Thank you.
Yep.
So wait, what did we get? I wasn't paying attention. What did we get and why?
Yeah,
Just
so
go back. You can just go back. So, like, what do you usually go for and why?
So on my main account, I've been going for bows because Zed has been very effective for me lately. So on this one, I've been experimenting a bit, and I went for a crit just because I feel like it gets built into a lot of things. I mean, I'll slam Hajj if I get it. Otherwise, eventually you're going to want a QSS. And Jewel Gauntlet is good. Infinity Edge plays into some fun. I don't know. So I went with crit.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what I do and why I do it. I go for chain first because Sunfire Cape is super strong, Bramble super strong, and because it's more important to have front line than back line.
Okay.
So I'd rather have a frontline item than a backline item, and I'd rather have a frontline chosen than a backline chosen. So that's just my preference, and it's been working really well. And if not chain, then sword for like Deathblade and all of the other fun stuff you mentioned, and possibly tier. But I mean, it's like after chain and sword, it's whatever. But I really think like right now, if you got the chain, you'd have a Bramble Vest, which is amazing. Because QSS is something you don't want early. It doesn't do anything early.
Yeah, I know. I do end up building it early with games. I have nothing else, so that's not.
It's definitely pick up something better than the Nami there. You could have gotten Elise or something last round.
Okay.
And right now, what should we be playing right now? Why is putting in the Tom Kench bad? What unit should be in there right now?
Garen for Warlords.
Yep, just to get a Warlord stack.
Yeah.
Okay, so here I would suggest selling to pre-level. Okay, wait. Okay, we gotta go back. Please go back. There was way too much stuff happening there.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you paused it perfectly. Okay. So you're picking up the Aphelios pair. That's actually not terrible.
Silas pair and Aphelios, yeah.
I'm thinking if you had the Garen in there, yeah, I guess it's better than pre-leveling. I'm thinking if you can pre-level, but you want to buy the, yeah, actually the Silas pair is not terrible. I would have preferred if you had the Garen in there, you could have sold Garen and Nami and bought Aphelios. You could have sold Tom Kench and Nami and bought Aphelios, but then you want the Tom Kench for a brawler. So that's actually not too bad. It's not too bad, but I mean, I'd rather keep the, like, right now, your strongest board would be if you sell the Hecarim, Tom Kench, and Nami, level up, like pre-level, and then you have 2 Vanguard, 2 Sharpshooter, and 2 Dusk. That's like the strongest board you can have right now without actually hitting anything. And I really like pre-leveling if you don't have a Chosen. Do you know the Chosen, like, how the Chosen mechanic works?
Yeah, you're guaranteed 1 by 2/2.
Yeah, so if you're level 4, you can get a 2 cost Chosen. So.
Right. Okay. So yeah, I almost never pre-level on this round, but you're saying if you haven't hit yet, you're gonna pre-level here most of the time.
Okay. Like you have nothing. You really have nothing. So like, by pre-leveling, you can get a Chosen and some direction. Like you don't have any direction right now. You have no 2 stars. You have like no direction. I do see the Aphelios and the Silas. Like it's not terrible, but as I mentioned, Vanguard, Dusk, Sharpshooter is stronger for now. You don't have to pre-level, but I would definitely, yeah. Okay, you keep the Thresh, right? You sell the Sell the Hecarim and buy. No, you sell the Thresh as well.
I sell Hecarim and Thresh to buy Aphelios and Silas.
Okay, okay. So let's see how that plays out. Let's see how that plays out. If you ever do hit the 2-star Silas, because that's one of the things. If you don't hit it, yeah, there you go. So there's another Thresh and a Garen. Oh, we got Moonlights. All right, all right. That's actually kind of cool. Fair enough, fair enough. Okay. Okay, positioning wise, this is atrocious. I hope you see that.
Okay, so I don't. So what's wrong with positioning here?
Okay, how do you want the fight to play out?
I mean, Silas and Tom to grab aggro and.
Why Silas and Tom to grab aggro? How does Silas ulti work, by the way?
So it makes them increases the mana cost for their spell.
Yeah, but how does it work? What does it do? Like, how does he ulti? What is the ultimate?
It's like his chains from League.
Yes, but like, how does the ultimate like function? How does it hit? Like, who does it hit?
The person he's attacking and people behind him, I believe.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. So think about it. How can you make sure that his chains hit more than one unit?
Make sure they're clumped around him.
No, you don't want them clumped around him.
You want... Okay, I'm not sure.
You want them to clump around Tom Kench, and then you want him to walk up and chain multiple units.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense? So like, if there's units in front of Tom Kench and in front of Silas, they're just gonna attack them, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you put the Silas back, you can get lucky and units can surround Tom Kench. Silas will walk up and Silas will hit 2 units. Also, like, who is more important, Silas or Tom Kench?
Silas.
So you don't want Silas dying, right? Like, Tom Kench's only ability is to like be a tank. But Silas, you don't want Silas taking damage. Like, you want Tom Kench to die first, and then Silas to die second. Right? So you don't want them to split aggro, because if there's more units on the right, they can kill your Silas, which you don't want to happen. You want Tom Kench to die first. Another thing, I don't know if you commit the armor or not, so you have to play it to see if you commit the armor. But the armor should not be committed here, because what do you want a 2-star, by the way?
Aphelios, yeah, I didn't know that it treated a completed item and a half item the same.
It does. Okay.
Yeah, it does, which I found out when the 2-star Silas in this fight. I didn't realize that. Aphelios would level up.
2-starring Silas is actually better than Aphelios, because Aphelios does not have Hunter, while Silas is probably stronger than Aphelios. It's close. Yeah, and by the way, you slammed a QSS, which, I mean, you had to slam. But QSS is absolutely useless stage 2 and kind of useless stage 3. Yeah. So QSS is like a late game item. So that means you're just going to be weaker in the early game. Yeah.
Yeah. So other than, I mean, I could have not taken the crit, as you mentioned, but given the items that I had, would you have just not bothered making anything? Would you have made I don't think you'd make a Shroud there, right? You
don't make Shroud. QSS is probably the thing you make, but when should you make it? There's like a specific condition for you to slam a QSS or slam any item.
I think I'm going to win streak.
Yeah, kind of, but more importantly. Anything come to mind? Chosen. So once you see your Chosen, you can decide, like, does QSS do anything, or maybe do I want Ionic Spark on the Chosen or something, like, or maybe you want to put your QSS on the Chosen, right? As well. So like, yeah. So typically, if you don't have a Chosen, you're probably not gonna win. Like, you level up, so you might win. But like, this board is relatively weak. Like, yes, you have Moonlight, so they're going to be 2-star, but it's relatively weak. So I mean, this is not from my head. This is like what I watch like high level players do. Is they wait until they see their chosen. They wait for their chosen, and then based on that, they decide on the items.
Okay.
Unless they have at least a 2-star unit. Like if they have a 2-star unit, then a 2-star unit that can use the items, fine. But if you don't have, like right now, you have absolutely no direction. So like based on the chosen, like you should wait for the chosen to give you direction. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
all right.
would you? So I should have had Silas. Would you put Silas in the second row here then?
I put him all the way in the back. I put him all the way in the back, so
Okay.
enough stuff has time to walk up and actually aggro on Tom Kench.
Okay.
And
Silas all
also,
the way to the back.
also assassins, right? So he'll like if there are any assassins, they'll start attacking Silas.
Right. Okay. And then so positioning him in the back. Don't make the QSS. Now you said not to commit the chain vest, but if Silas is the one that we want to upgrade, could I put nothing on Aphelios?
Yeah.
Chain vest on Silas.
Exactly.
Okay.
Another thing, wait, do we want Chainrest on Silas? Yes, I guess we do. I guess in most cases we do, even if we're playing Aphelios comp. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But by 2-starring the Silas, I think you might win because Silas 2-star is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, so imagine that Silas is in the back, right? So Zen would be attacking Silas. This way, he said it's gonna kill your Lysandra and then kill your Aphelios.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that worked out.
Yeah, it's a little lucky.
But I still think, oh, you're not watching your board, okay?
Yeah, I'm not sure why. I think that I win this fight. No, I did not. Never mind.
You don't, yeah, because you don't have a chosen. That's like the only reason. Because he has a chosen, so
Yeah.
okay, it's not the best. We take it, good.
Oops.
Yeah.
Okay, so positioning is going to continue to be off here.
Because I mean, like right now, the positioning is even worse because you already have a 2-star Tom Kench, right? You should definitely pick up the Diana. I hope you're planning to pick it up.
I don't think I do.
Because who's better, Diana or Lysandra?
I guess Diana. Yeah.
It's kind of a trick question. It depends. But whoever you 2-star is better.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so I don't pick it up because I picked up the new because I'm looking to play 4 Brawler. So and I didn't have gold.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. I mean, I'd say Nunu is less important because you can find a Nunu or a Vi. But yeah.
Yeah, or a Maokai.
Or a Maokai. While Diana is just Diana, right? So
Yeah.
you don't need Nunu specifically, but you do need Diana specifically.
Makes sense.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so it's probably more likely to be Lysandra.
So, yeah, question. I don't even remember which I ended up going with here, but for this round, do you think 4 Brawler is better or playing the Lysandra so the Silas is 2-star? Like, would you rather have the 2-star Silas and the 1-star Lysandra or the 1-star Silas and Nunu getting 4 Brawler?
Okay, so you have the damage tab, right? Who does more damage, Silas 2 or Aphelios 2 or 1? Like the thing is, like
Silas 2 probably does more than Aphelios 1.
I'm just thinking like you need to think about it like how do you win the fight? So you need to ask yourself, how do you win the fight? So yeah, answer that. Like, how do you?
I mean, I guess if like tanky Nunu eats 1 or 2 things, and Aphelios finishes another couple off.
So it's like you win the fight. I think these early fights, brawlers are better because they eat so much damage that you can, even with little damage, you win the fight. while having how much is it anyway? I think it's 400 extra HP, right? If I'm not mistaken.
It goes from 400 to 800, I believe, extra. So it's like 1200 total extra HP spread across the 3 brawlers.
So that's completely insane, right? So damage-wise, I think obviously Aphelios 2 does more than Aphelios 1 with 4 brawler. But HP-wise, it's like the brawlers are stronger. So I think you made the right play if you play the brawlers. And I like the Aphelios position, the Silas positioning here.
Okay.
But
Tom and Nunu?
Nunu's bad, right? Because Nunu is not a tank. Nunu's a carry as well. So the only tank is Tom Kench. And he's chosen. So he can definitely tank. You can backline them or like put them in the second row. Because what you want to happen, if you like, that's the thing, like that's going to be homework. I give this homework to everyone. Actually read every ability and understand how it works, how you can maximize its use, and how you can minimize the damage taken from it when you're playing against someone. So that's kind of like what you should, if you really want to get to Master, Grandmaster, and beyond, like knowing exactly how every ability functions and how you can play around that. Like to make sure that you use the ability the best and that your opponents, like you don't give your opponents free extra damage by positioning poorly.
Because Nunu eats, like if he has higher current, it's current health?
Yeah.
Not max health.
Current health.
So you wanted him to not draw aggro.
Exactly.
So that his current health's higher. Yeah.
Like the only tank here is you can play the game. The only the only tank is Tom Kench. And he's a great tank, so he should be by himself up front.
Yeah, okay.
Because what do you want to die? I'm glad that you're scouting. A lot of people don't scout, so that's good. But I don't know if you're using the information at all. Pre-leveling here is also fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I usually pre-level here unless I'm at 10 gold. I don't know if that's like a good default play.
Yeah, that's fine. So I mean, here it's just frustrating how tanky you are, right? For the other guy.
Yeah.
I think you barely lose this because he has a Janna. Yeah, he has a Janna. Yeah, it is what it is. So here I think you needed more damage. No, I meant last round. Last round, the Lissandra would have been better over the Nunu for more damage. Because Tom Kench tanks enough, I think. So you're lacking damage. And it's just something like, watching that, I wasn't 100% sure either. But now it's just like something, okay. So, because what did the other guy have? The other guy had 1 tank and 2 damage dealers and 1 sustain. While you had 1 damage dealer and 3 tanks. So there was no sustain and there was not enough damage. That's why you lost last round. So it's like understanding why you lost and how to make sure it doesn't happen next time. Like, so you can take something away from that. Yeah.
Okay. And then here, I think I was debating between a giant spell for Sunfire Cave or an Aphelios just to have 2-star Aphelios and then also upgrade. Because I get 2-star Aphelios and then Silas and Aphelios are both 2-star. And then I only need 1 more Silas to make Aphelios 3-star.
Okay, so it's definitely Sunfire Cape. The other options are Bramble Vest or Locket of the Solari. Why do you?
The Aphelios upgrade at all?
Why can you not take that Aphelios?
The magic isn't great.
Like, what can you make with the cloak? What is the only item you can make with a cloak?
Chalice or Runance?
QSS. The only item you can make with a cloak is a QSS. On Aphelios, right? Runance, I don't know. I don't think Runance is that great on Aphelios, to be honest. So the only item you can make is QSS, and you already have QSS.
Okay.
Um,
Let's see. What do I end up doing here?
when do we take items? When do we take units? Like the only time you take units? Oh, thank God.
Well, I really don't
Thank
have
God.
videos.
The time we take units is when they're legendary units. Nice. Very nice. Sunfire Cape is by far the strongest. So on the 4th carousel, you pick up legendaries over items. But most of the time you want items. Unless you can like 3-star a unit or 2-star unit but it's very likely that you'll be able to get a Philios, right? It's not like 2-star the Philios is a big deal. 3-star Philios, sure, but 2-star. Nice. Perfect. This is very strong. You should start win streaking here.
Yeah, I do. So I do start win streaking here, and then, like I said, and I only end up in 4th, even though I'm still at 92 health. Like,
okay.
Decent way to.
Right now the positioning is complete trash. You know that, right? Yeah.
So Tom Kent should be alone in the front line, and then Silas. I know you said a backline him before, but I need him in like the 2nd row at least so the Sunfire.
Yeah, sure.
At the beginning, right?
Yeah.
So it should be like Tom Kench alone in front, Silas and Nunu both in the 2nd row.
Sure.
Play that?
Nunu in the back, just to protect against assassins.
All the way in the back. Okay.
And now, I hope you realize it would have been better if you had the Sunfire on the Tom Kench, right?
The Tom, yeah.
Because you could have slammed the armor on the Tom, and then once you found the Chosen Tom, you would just slam the armor on the Chosen Tom, and you'd have Sunfire on the Tom Kench, who you're selling anyway.
Yep.
So that's just like, you didn't need to slam the armor on the Silas. It made no difference on 2-1. It made a little bit of difference, but I think what it did for you positively is outweighed by how shitty it is on Silas right now. So, although he'll be 2-star, so maybe, but it's like, this is weird that you have the Silas, so he'll always be 2-star, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's always Silas, to be honest. It's bugged.
It is bugged, yeah. It's Diana's first, and I think it goes Diana, Silas, Lysandra, Felios, I think is the order.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Yeah, Silas every time in this one.
But yeah, you're gonna completely shit on everyone. You should buy the 2-cost, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know why I bought the Jinx.
You should be buying 2-cost to increase the odds of finding more Aphelios and Silases. Yeah, here it's tough, but I think that. Oh wait, it's always 1-star Silas, 1-star Aphelios. Okay, so it's not Kindred. If it was 2-star Aphelios, then it's Kindred, but since it's 1-star Aphelios, it's Nunu. Yeah, we should be scouting. We should be scouting against the guys who we haven't played yet.
Right. So, what would make me... So, okay, assume I had positioned this correctly and I had 2nd row Silas and back row Nunu. Then, when I'm scouting the people I haven't played, what would make me change that positioning? Is it just like what side of the map I
Yeah, you just mirror it. You just
Yeah.
mirror it to make sure that your damage starts shooting right away, and so that like Diana jumps or whatever is jumping in the back jumps on Nunu.
Yeah, okay.
Like if they have it in the corner, then you just put it in the other corner.
Right.
Like a lot of this is like, for me, it's super intuitive because it's like you just ask yourself, what do you want to happen, right? Like what do you want to happen if you play this guy? You can pause it now. Yeah. Or this guy. Yeah. So what do you want to happen if you play this guy?
So I want his front line here to focus on Tom, and then Silas to come up from. I guess I'm picturing like I want Silas to come up
From the right.
from the right,
And he will slam all 3, or 2,
Yeah.
maybe even 3. He'll slam all 3. If they're positioned like this, he would slam all 3 if he walks up from the right.
Yeah, and then I want Diana. So I want Diana to jump on Nunu. So I'm thinking though I still keep Aphelios Lissandra's going to be facing to the right and miss Aphelios. So I feel like
Who does Lissandra shoot at, by the way?
I'm imagining.
Yep.
All right. Oh, actually, I don't know. Am I wrong about her? That's right. I forget how her ability works.
Highest
She
attack,
shoots at highest attack damage.
which is Tom
Okay,
Kench.
so say that again.
Which is Tom Kench.
Not Silas.
No, Tom Kench has way higher attack damage than Silas. You should know this. Exactly, that's why you'll have the homework to learn these things.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Tom Kench is way higher. It has like the highest attack damage in the game, I think.
Okay. So yeah, so she's gonna target Tom Kench. So I get like I would have Aphelios in the far left corner, Nunu right next to him, and then Silas second row to the right.
Yeah.
Tom Kench.
And Lissandra would be somewhere. Like, you want to make sure that when Lissandra shoots, she doesn't hit more than 2 units. That's another thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like the shard, it splits, I think, 2 units behind whatever it hits.
Mm-hmm.
So knowing that she's going to shoot for Tom Kench, you kind of want to make sure that there's nothing behind Tom Kench. Or like that. Yeah.
Sorry, so I was going to say, so like that's great, but it's hyper specific for that guy. So what do you do when, when this guy?
Well, this guy you played the first round, so you couldn't play him on 2-6, for example. You know that. So you don't have to worry about him on 2-6.
Yeah, but so for like 3-1.
Okay.
Let's just say I don't know who I played, but let's just say that this guy. Let's just say there's 2 people.
Yeah.
These two, the 2 people at 100, that could play either one. I guess in this case, I probably could position for this guy the exact same way as the other guy.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, but it doesn't always work out like that.
So then you figure out who's stronger, for example.
Yeah. Okay.
And you position for them. Or alternatively, if you know that one guy will beat you 99% of the time, you position just for the other guy.
Yeah. Okay.
Like you position for what can make a difference.
Yep. Makes sense.
Because this guy might beat you anyway. Right? So.
Yeah.
But you should probably position for him because the first guy is not as strong.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Another Kindred.
I know. Holding 3 pairs, though, it's just like, it just aggravates me. Like how long it's going to take to hit him.
So here you should buy out the shop. There's you should always be at a number ending in 0.
Yeah.
Or at least, oh, nice, very nice. Oh shit, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, let's see what you do here.
I don't remember if I played the Kindred. I feel like I should play the Kindred. Yeah, but.
Okay.
Would you have taken Nunu out instead?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. And you sold the. Yeah, you sold the. Okay.
The Timo and the Jacks to make money.
So the play would have been take out Nunu, and buy Yumi.
Oh, sell Nunu for Yumi?
Yeah.
You think the 2 spirits more valuable than the 4 brawler?
I do.
Okay.
Because you're gonna sell Tom Kench very soon as well, right?
Okay.
Or alternatively, you could have just held like 2 Timos and a Yumi and the Nunu. You could have just held all of that.
Okay, and just miss a little bit.
Cause if you hit anything, you get so much stronger. If you hit like 2-star Timo, you get so much stronger. Like it's very close, but it's like when I'm super greedy, if I don't hit, I look like an idiot. But if I'm holding a lot of stuff, it's much more likely that you'll hit something. So yes, you give up a little bit of econ, but the fact that wait, who won? Oh shit, the
Twisted Fate guy won.
Twisted guy. Okay, he is stronger. Cool. Yeah, we level up. We put that in. Holy crap. So this is super duper strong. So again, positioning as we discussed. Yeah, sure. And you have relatively good positioning. You want your hunters together so they actually pick off stuff. That's good.
Right.
Because now you could have had Mystic as well. Why is
Yeah, both
Yumi
50.
why is Yumi super powerful in this comp? Look at that. Look at the Silas. Look at the Silas. You can keep playing it, but look at the Silas. Yeah. Isn't this what you want every time?
Yep.
Why is Yumi super powerful in this comp?
I mean,
Apart from
really
Spirit.
use attack speed really well. And
Apart from
also I've
Spirit.
got a lot. I've got a lot of health, and so the healing to keep them topped off
Correct.
is really strong.
Yeah. If
So
you have
if I get the
yeah.
Yumi, would you have sold? Like, how would you have played Yumi and Janna, or would you have played Yumi and Janna?
I would play Yumi instead of the Nunu.
Okay, and then just hold the Janna for
Hold the Janna. Yeah.
Okay.
Because this to me looks like a go fast 8 fast 9 kind of game. But let's see what you do with it. But like, I would not even bother going for Moonlights here.
Yeah, so I was looking here to see, and I see that Moonlight's uncontested, and so like I thought about picking up the Aphelioses, but I don't.
Okay, that's wrong. You should have done that. You should have picked up the Aphelios over the Teemo and the Wukong.
Just in case I see a few more.
Yeah, if you like, 5 is typically critical mass. If you have 5 of a unit, you should really consider rerolling for it. If you have 6, you should just do it.
Okay.
Because mathematically, like, the odds of hitting 3, it's just so much easier than hitting 5 or 6. So, if you already have 6, it's very likely you can hit. But yeah, it's the right play since you don't have chosen. I guess yeah, the tier would have been the best. What is the second best here? Or what do you want?
I think. I mean, Chain Vest lets me make Bramble.
Yeah,
Crit lets me make Haj, which might be. No, he takes that. I think that's what
that's
I'm trying to
good.
go for.
So hopefully we get the Bramble. There's nothing else we can make right now. Yeah.
Do you think Bramble's better than Haj also?
Yep. Oh! I just noticed we're fucking up. Okay, so why is this not your strongest board? What would be a stronger board?
What would be a stronger board based on my shop right here?
No. I meant in general that you should have been playing for a while now. Looking at it.
I'm not sure.
You could have transferred the Sunfire Cape to your Tom Kench.
Oh, yeah. I mean, so it's just like if I hit one Silas, he goes to 3-star, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just really hard not to go for that 3-star
Okay.
Silas.
Okay. Fair point. But I think splitting the items is just like you don't want Bramble on Tom Kench and Sunfire on Silas. That's something you don't want.
Okay. So maybe at this point, give up on the Silas.
Or it's like one or the other, or like sell the Tom Kench at some point. But like, do you know how items work? Like,
Yeah, they're better
like
together.
yeah, right. Like one item on every unit is shit if you like compared to like 2 or 3 items on one unit.
Okay.
So right now, like the fact that you have Bramble and you have Sunfire on a different unit, it's kind of. And what's really like tilting is that Silas is still in the front. So you have this amazing tank, which is Tom Kench, yet you have Silas right in the front.
Okay.
Like right now, Tom Kench is almost unkillable with these items. So this time you don't get as lucky, right? Because you didn't position the Silas properly to walk around. But yeah, okay, you are super strong.
Just busted, so it doesn't matter.
You have Kindred too, yeah. You have Kindred too. So I value frontline more because you have enough damage regardless whether you have a Hodge or not. With Lysandra 2, Kindred 2, Aphelios 2, like, so the Brambovus is the right play. 3, 4, 5, 6, okay. Wait, 3, 4. I'm just thinking if you can make 50 here.
Yeah, I think if I sell everything but Silas, I hit. I think that's what I do. Yeah.
Okay. Good. So,
I think I actually lose this one. Yeah, I lose this fight.
okay.
Which aggravates me.
Well, look at your back line. What the fuck is this? How can you let the Shade just jump in and obliterate everything?
Yeah, so this is where it's close too, but I lose it. So this is where if Silas was in the back line, I mean, don't you think Evault probably kill it? Well, 2-star Silas, it might not.
All right, but like positioning wise, okay, go back then to the start of the fight. And you can pause once your stuff appears. Yeah, pause. So, what do you want to have in this fight?
So I want Sad to get stuck on something. So probably Silas. So if I have Silas next to
No, here it's Tom Kench in the back, by the way, against this guy.
Okay, because so I understand why you would want Tom Kench in the back against this guy. If I had scouted better, I'm gonna find 3 people that I play against. And I'm pretty sure this is the only guy that I would want Tom Kench in the back.
Yeah.
So, and I think that, like, I don't think I ever would have positioned for him because I think the guy at 100 health, I still haven't played.
Yeah. So that's like the optimal positioning would be Tom Kench in the back.
Right.
Alternative positioning would definitely be protecting your backline from the Shades and Assassins.
So, something
like everything in the back and Tom Kench in the front.
Yeah, okay. Just clumped around Aphelios.
Yeah.
And Kindred.
And like like why do you have them in the back? You can have them all the way to the right, all the way to the left. If you have everything to the left, and then you have like a Silas in the back and a Nunu in the back, like they'll get trapped on the Silas and the Nunu. But like Lysandra,
Colossus went by 1 auto attack, so
yeah,
better positioning here would have changed it.
Because like your tanks are just in the front, and Lysandra is kind of a decent damage dealer, and she just gets sniped right away.
Right.
So it's kind of a sad fight. Yeah. So we can watch it again.
I mean,
yeah.
Having that win streak at this point is huge. So yeah, that's frustrating. Okay. Anyway, we know I lose. Okay.
Yeah. Look at this positioning. That's a lot better. Yeah. If you had positioning like that against him. Now imagine you had this positioning against everyone. Is this bad against everyone? Wouldn't this positioning be fine against almost everyone?
Yeah, I mean, I'd still want Tom Kench up front though, probably, right? But
like Tom Kench, swap Tom Kench with Silas, and that's positioning for everyone. Is it not?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Would you use this as more default positioning then?
Well, you tell me. Wouldn't that be better against all the players, considering that there's a ninja player? It's just like
yeah, okay.
Like you have to it's game by game. So you look at it, you're like, okay, well this game, what happens if I just put everything in the back? Is it better or worse? And you need to ask yourself that question every game. Like, what is it better? Is it worse? What can happen? Like right now, you know you're not playing that guy for at least another 3 rounds or 4 rounds.
Right.
So three rounds, someone's dead. So another 3 rounds, you shouldn't be playing him. So you don't have to worry about him right now.
Do you know, by the way, because I've never been clear on this, when somebody dies, like this guy just died, does that reset? Like, is it possible that I could play that same guy just...
It is. It does reset. It does reset.
So it totally resets, so I know nothing right now about who I'm about to
You can also play a clone, which is really frustrating as well.
Yeah. Okay. So, and that's true when you get down to 5 people and people are dying off.
Yeah.
You're just totally play.
Yep, exactly.
That's annoying. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you do with these items here?
Oof.
Because like I'm not making another Sunfire. I like Zeke's. Oh, you know what I end up doing here? This I think is a mistake. I buy the Katarina and the Vi, and I make a Gunblade on Katarina, and I don't. That probably is not the right call.
Gunblade would go on Kindred if anyone. But you can just make. It's not the best. Oh, but you don't want to make.
I mean, like look at it now. I feel like it's Zeke's and Locket.
The thing about the Locket, it's kind of late for Locket right now, and you have Brawlers, so it's like Locket has no value, right?
Sure.
But for later, like if you slam Zeke's and Locket on Kindred, I don't think it's terrible. Because that actually helps against the mages and against the assassins and shades and all that shit.
Right. Yeah. No. I have this weird thought that maybe I'll transition to Warlords just because I like that comp, but I don't. Well, it's not the right play here.
Well, you definitely want to make some items right now. You should be making the item.
Yeah.
Okay, so you did lose, so it's not the end of the world. But like, if you had the Locket and Zeke's in the back, like you'd be doing so much more damage.
Yeah, and they would help survive. I might survive another round.
I think you'd survive maybe more Vygar ults as well.
Well, it looks like maybe not based on Aphelios' health there, but.
I think you could win this. I think you could have won this with better positioning and with the Zeke's and the Locket. Because the Zeke's does a lot more damage as well.
Right. Yeah, I mean, this is what I was saying, though. Like, when I don't, like, right now, I don't know what comp I'm running, right? I have no idea what I'm doing at the end of this game.
Why does it matter?
This is, I don't know, but this is where I struggle really hard with this game. Because I get really reluctant to commit items that it's like, well, but if I run Warlords, I really wish that I had that Gunblade, but which I won't have if I make this. And like, it's why I'm so much better when at this stage I know what I'm doing. When I don't know what I'm doing here is when everything falls apart.
Oh, you could also go for Riven here. You have decent Riven items as well, yeah. So like it's what is it called? Option paralysis or something like that. Like you have too many options.
And here I pick up the 2 cheap Warlords, so now Warlords is actually possible.
But other people like Warlords are a win early comp, but never a pivot into late comp, right?
Yes, this is. I mean, I don't end up sticking with Warlords, but I do this weird semi-pivot. It's not smart.
Now, wouldn't someone benefit from these items much more? And like, yeah, you have another Sunfire cape, so.
Yeah, no, this wasn't great. And then I don't even. I think this is a different Z player.
It's a different Z player. It is a different Z player.
If Cat ults there, I win, but she doesn't.
Yeah, she's not going to. Without Warlord, like, that cat is completely useless.
Yeah. The game's baiting me.
And now we're reloading on 7. Okay. Yeah, so you should have done this on 4-2, not 4-3, right? As soon as you hit 7, you should start rerolling.
Yeah.
So now you just got a lot weaker. You just got a lot weaker. Are you content with chilling here?
So you think this is weaker?
This is
the 3-star Silas now. It's got the
okay.
Warlord in now.
But the Warlords do absolutely nothing.
Yeah, they're all 1-star.
I mean, the Brawler Tom Kench was better than No Chosen, right? Like, how are you okay with this? How the fuck are you okay with this? You don't have a Chosen. You cannot be okay with this. You should be freaking the fuck out.
So, would you have just kept the Tom Kench, or would you have sold and rolled the 50 gold?
I would have kept it and tried to do it on 8.
Okay.
Later. But if you sell him, then you gotta roll for a Chosen. Like, you cannot not have a Chosen. That is not an option on stage 4.
Okay.
So you roll a bit and hopefully you hit some sort of chosen. That's the play.
Yeah.
So there's a ribbon here. Oh, you want the tier for Kindred if you can. Alternatively, yeah, you got the ribbon. Okay. But I mean, your items. The fact that you made the hex deck just completely fucked your items as well.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Bramble, Sunfire, QSS is still good ribbon items.
But you have a second Bramble now. Okay, you missed the Brawler. Okay, Shade. Okay, just pause. You didn't have to pause. It's fine. But it's just like, oh god, like, why?
So I should be taking those.
No, but like, why the fuck are you doing it on 4-5, not on 4-2?
I don't know.
Like, as soon as you hit 7 or 6, earliest is 6. As soon as you hit another, like the next level, and you sell your chosen, you roll until you find a chosen. It's never this like, oh, I'm just gonna chill, roll a little bit, maybe hit something, maybe not. It's like, I need to hit something right now. If I don't hit anything, like, you cannot just chill right now. And it seems like, oh, I'm just going to roll a bit on 4-3, a bit more on 4-5. Like, right now you're struggling. Your board is kind of meh. So right now, you're playing to get back to top 4. You're playing to guarantee top 4 again.
Yeah.
So
you would have kept the Tom Kench, rolled with the 4 Brawler, 3 Moonlight.
Until level 8.
Yeah, which you go 8 here, I'm imagining.
Based on my HP, probably not. I can go on PvE round. Depends, yeah, it depends. But HP was fine.
Right. Okay.
And then I would have enough gold to actually roll and find stuff.
Right.
Okay, this is GG. This is, yeah, okay.
Yeah, this is...
So, is this in any... Oh my god. Okay, I think we know why you lost the game. So, how the fuck is this stronger than what you had before? Please.
It's not, but I'm hoping it's just direction, I guess.
But why the hell is it on the board? Why is it not on the bench?
Yeah, I don't know.
And oh god, why do we never fucking roll during the round? This is exactly why we don't roll during the round, because then you'd have to lock a shop. So you just completely wasted 2 gold. And you should just go to 8 right now.
Even on like...
Or like go to 8 on 5-1.
Right. Yeah, I think
okay. So like the biggest mistake is, okay, now it's looking a bit better. But like there was no point selling the Moonlights. Right? That's what the bench is for. Your bench is for this shit. Like this shit that you're playing right now, that's what your bench is for.
Right.
While you can play the 2, you had a 3-star Silas, 2-star Aphelios, 2-star Lysandra, 2-star Kindred.
Yeah.
You have to play that.
Yep.
And you can keep this shit on your bench and play it once you 2-star stuff. Like, yes, now that Riven is 2-star, you play her.
Right.
And she...
Yeah, that was not good.
Yeah, so you can't pivot like that. Nice, nice. Good, we're going to go to 8. So stage 4 was terrible. And you have items lying around. Why the hell do you have items lying around?
Well, I just wasn't sure who to put them on.
Well, are you going to be like Garen? Put him on Garen, for example. Like Garen's not going to stick around. So he can have him. Maybe Jarvan. I don't know if you're going to play Jarvan later. You probably don't want Jarvan. You have 2 Brambles, which I'm not a fan of. I do understand that you picked up the Riven because she's a Riven. So now we're just going to level up. We have to ignore that. Yeah. Shen. Good. Good. The boss? Nice. Okay, why not? Spirit, no. We're kind of running out of time. So you should be picking up a chosen right now. Okay. Yeah, so just put it on anyone.
Yeah. Which I don't think I do for some reason. I think the next round I put in set and put it on set.
Sure.
It's 3-star Vagar wrecks me.
I don't think this comp has good enough synergies. Like, the Warlord is completely irrelevant here. Like, who is the Warlord for?
Yeah, I don't know.
Since like, your Warlords are naked, therefore it's not a therefore it's like completely useless. Right? You want?
I mean,
yeah.
I was gonna say I don't have anything else to put in other than I do put in the set. See, I probably should have. Do I pick up this Warwick? Because it's like you said, I'm running out of time. But like,
no, now you have time. Now you have time to roll. Now you put in set. You put in Yone. You can put in Ezreal.
Yeah, so I put in Yone.
Nice. That's very good. Ludens can work on him, or Morello. Potentially redemption on someone. Okay, and then Tyr goes on Cassio. That's good. Cassio should be in the front, by the way. Do you know how Cassio ulti works?
Yeah, I always feel like she dies before she ults in the front.
Not with a Tyr. Not a 2-star, not with a Tyr.
Yeah.
Like, maybe you can put like one unit next to her. But if Cassio ultis at the start of the fight, it's so good. Especially in the front line. She'll like stun almost everything. But this comp is looking decent. So another thing, I don't know if I would do it every time, but like really consider picking up the Ezreal here.
Okay.
The Nidalee is completely pointless. I don't know why she's there instead of Set.
Yeah, no, I noticed that too late.
Yeah.
There we go. So I had one round. I left her in one round. She shouldn't have been there.
Okay. Yeah, we don't have a chosen. Like, there were some okay-ish chosens. You're way too picky.
Take this Yumi?
This Yumi is useless, but I think there were like decent-ish chosens there.
Yeah. I mean, positioning with this, so you want Cassio. Would Cassio go where Set is? I mean, I don't. That's when these comps that aren't like comps that I'm familiar with. I don't know how to position.
Well, think about it. What do you want to achieve?
So I feel like at 1-star without Brawler synergy, I can't like Set won't ult if he grabs all the aggro. So I don't want that.
That's fine. That's exactly what you want.
I do want Set to take all the aggro.
Well, if he does an ulti, he goes to do push-ups, and then he does true damage, and he has full mana, or almost full mana. Isn't that perfect?
Yeah, I guess. I didn't think about it like that. So maybe drop. Do I still want Cassio in the front also then? Like Cassio and Set?
You want okay. You want Cassio and Yone to get to hit as many units as possible.
Right.
So Cassio's never hitting a lot of units. Yone, if they're on the left, then yes. If they're on the right, then no.
Mm-hmm. So I should be scouting.
You should be.
Out whether they're more likely to be left or right.
Exactly.
Let's say they're more likely to be on the left. And
then
I want Yone where.
Yeah.
I want Cassio where Thresh is.
Exactly.
Leave Set. And then what? Drop. What do I do with Shen? Do I keep?
Shen is fine. Just have him somewhere.
Okay, so basically just swap Cassio and Thresh.
Yeah.
If they're on the left.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I like this is fine formation for the keeper buff. But I mean, you're not okay now. Like you almost maximize the Cassio, but look at that, like Cassio ulti into Set ulti. That was so beautiful. That almost cleared all of his stuff.
Yeah. should I have made the, like, is the Morelos and the Sunfire overkill? Should I have made the Ludens instead of the Morelos?
I think Morello is fine. Morello is fine. It gives him extra HP, extra damage. The thing about the Ludens is it's kind of crazy because wait, you had a fucking tier. You could have made blue buff, which is way stronger, if you hadn't committed the tier to Cassio, right?
No, I don't have an extra tier.
Oh shit, Ludens, my bad. Nice, that's perfect, yeah.
Yeah.
So here, this is completely perfect. Yeah. I think the Morello is fine. So then, but then that means you kind of want to position Riven and Yone away from each other so that they both spread the burn. Right? So Yone ultis and spreads Morello. Riven just runs around spreading Sunfire.
Yeah. Which they are at the moment.
Got another Dusk. This is tricky, but you should take it. Yeah. Good.
Yeah. Which then I hate. Free Mystic is just annoying. But
what do you think about Lilia over Wayne?
yeah, I do that in a couple of rounds. I didn't think about it right here.
Okay.
Should have.
And what was this roll for?
I don't know. I think I pick up Yumi.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. So then you can go for 4 Mystic. So 4 Dusk is good for Riven, and 4 Mystic is good for everyone. It's kind of close here. But do you see like that it would have been better if Set actually got hit sooner, so he goes to workout sooner? Like you actually want Set to go. Yeah.
I agree with that, but like, I mean, so how? But do I take Shen? I mean, we said Cassio should be up front anyway, but do I take Shen and Cassio off the front lines until this set?
Yeah, you're not gonna like this, but you possibly could put in Yumi over Yone and put the items on Set. So you get 4 Mystic.
2-star.
You get 4 Mystic, and you can put on Bramble and Hextech on him, which is completely insane. And Morello can go on Cassio, for example.
Yeah, you're right. That's what I should have done.
Because he's a freaking 2-star. Like, he's going to smack super hard. Oh my god, yes. Jarvan, my bad. Yes, this is way better. Sorry. I didn't see the Jarvan there. He was completely redundant. Yeah, Jarvan completely redundant. So this is fine. Yeah, this is looking more like it. I would actually put... Okay, that's not more like it anymore. Damn it. Careful. Okay, good.
Yeah. So, okay, so two questions. So taking out the Jarvan, because he'll lose Keeper, but that's whatever.
I mean, you have 4 Mystic, 4 Dusk, and 2 Adept.
Right.
Which is crazy. That's like super strong.
Okay, so you do think leaving the Yone is the right call?
Yeah, of course.
Switching the items onto... Okay.
Yeah, I'd still want to switch to items though. I'd still prefer having...
So like right here, should I switch Yone and Irelia? I keep 2 Adept, and then the items can go on Set.
No, I would keep the Jarvan. For Keeper.
Keep the Jarvan. Okay.
Because imagine if Set has Hextech and Bramble. Like, and he already has a Jeweled Gauntlet. So he's gonna get hurt. He's gonna go work out, come back full HP, and then start smacking people. And whenever he gets reduced, and whenever he takes damage, he's gonna ulti again, and essentially heal up to full. So he Set 2 can really carry you.
Yeah.
This Yone 1 is not gonna carry you right now. So yeah, we can watch the fight. Yeah.
I think this guy just crushes me. He's got too many 4 3-stars.
So Set bugged out. Now, if you go back, if you had him in the front by himself, he would have taken more damage sooner. So that means he would have gone to work out before. Yeah, we can go back. You can go back, and just if you want to, yeah. So imagine if he was in the front by himself. So he would actually.
just say I kept the Young. I didn't move the items. So just what I have for positioning. So I've set up front alone, and then it's just like everything else is also a frontliner. So how do I position?
Cassio is right behind him. Cassio is right behind Set.
Okay.
And everything else you can just have in the back.
Okay.
You just want everyone to start attacking Set.
Yeah.
And by the way, here you want Yone on the right, like Yone where Shen is, so that he ultis like all of them from the right side.
Yeah, and Yasuo doesn't murder.
And Yasuo doesn't go for him, so Yasuo would like everyone would actually aggro on the Set, because right now it's like perfect. Like he just about to ulti and he just gets hit, right?
Yeah.
So if he had taken more damage sooner, he would go work out while still having full mana. And now he would run back, grab the Yasuo, and...
Oh, is that what happened there? He lost his mana? I wonder why he never ulted that.
Because he was about to ulti. He was about to ulti. Yeah, okay. But then he got the 40%.
That's a dumb interaction. But okay.
It is a dumb interaction, but you know that this interaction is in the game, and you need to take advantage of it. Or mitigate its disadvantage. So if he had taken enough damage to go work out, nice. If he had taken enough damage to go work out, then he would go work out, have full mana, come back, grab the Yasuo, kill everything except Yasuo and Kalista because they have GA. So you would preserve, I don't know, 10 HP, which would mean you're on 2 lives, not on 1. So you should definitely sell the Yone here. You don't need the Kayn. Okay, there's the Yone, yeah. You're not playing Irelia.
Yeah, I don't know why I took that.
You're buying Lilia though, so you should sell the Irelia for Lilia. You could have bought the Janna just in case. Yeah, there you go. And we did no positioning. And why are we not using hotkeys? That's very non-master of you to not be using hotkeys.
Yeah, I don't know. I use the hotkey to sell. I don't know why I haven't ever picked up the reroll hotkeys or the place them in the board hotkey.
The place them in the board hotkey is kind of irrelevant, but the reroll hotkeys are really important.
Yeah, I gotta get in that habit.
So look at this poor Set. Look at this, but yeah. So it's just Set does so much more than the Yone 1-star. And you even have another Yone, you can just sell the Yone, put in another Yone, right?
Yeah, that was dumb.
Look at that Jhin. He has a Jhin with IE shooting your Set. Now, if he had Bramble Vest, he can ignore most of the damage.
Right.
If he had Hex Tech, he could heal a lot. I do like the Yone ulti, but Yone just can't clean up. Look, he can't even kill the Jhin.
Right.
Because he's 1-star. So it's kind of poor-ish positioning, but definitely poor itemization. Here, it's always put your items on your best units. And at the time, you did not know that Yone would stay at 1-star. I understand that. That's completely fine. Right? You did not know that. But
once I hit the Set 2, I should have moved them.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay, so some positioning things throughout the game that are great to think about. Stage 4. I mean, this is the main thing I feel like I need to be better at. If I already know what I'm doing there, if I've already got a good Warlord setup or a reroll comp setup, things go 100 times more smoothly. But when a game like this, I just mess that up really badly. So, and so what I should have done there is just play the strongest thing I could until 8.
Ideally until 9, but you weren't going 9 with this comp, with the comp you had.
Yeah. And the Hunters.
I think that was stronger. That was stronger than the pathetic 6 Warlords without any stacks all at 1-star.
Correct.
Yeah. Those guys looked pretty sad. They look pretty sad.
Yeah. Yeah.
You only rolled with them for one
don't
turn,
count them.
but you didn't need to roll with
Yeah.
them at all.
Yeah, no, I agree. And then I could have Sultan Kench at 8 and rolled at 8.
Yup.
And
Or-
then
Like,
what I did once I hit the dust comp was okay, except again, positioning and should have moved the items on the set as soon as he 2-stars.
yeah, but I mean in general, like you were just like way too chill. Like you sold your chosen on 7. That means you're rolling for a chosen right there and then. And you just like, and then like you were rolling and you didn't pick anything up. Like right now, I don't know if you played in set 3 or 3.5. Right now, you pay 1 gold to rent a chosen. It's called Rent a Chosen, and you can rent a chosen for 1 gold to just play it.
Yeah.
So you rent whatever chosen you get. Like when you're at 40 gold, you find some chosen, you rent it, you play it, and then you continue rolling the next round. It costs you 1 gold, but more often than not, it'll save you like 2 or 4 HP. If you want to go back over that, like you missed a bunch of chosens either on 4-5, 4-6, yeah, somewhere around there. Like once you start,
When did I sell Tom? Is it 4-5?
no, you sold them
Oh,
earlier.
he's already gone.
You sold them earlier.
Okay, so I still have him here.
So that like the first thing is why the hell are you selling on 4-3 not on 4-2? You leveled to 7 on
Yeah.
4-2.
I think I got scared that I just lost the last 2 and was like, oh no, I'm not strong enough.
Okay, but look at your fucking HP. Does it matter?
I know. And then I hit this. Yeah, this is all around terrible. Because now I should be a lot stronger with the 3-star Silas.
But with the 4 brawlers, you would have been really strong.
Yeah. Yeah, the Warlords thing was really dumb. I mean, you're exactly right. We went streaking early with that. I don't know why I thought I could make that.
But like warlords do nothing without stacks. Like this is so much weaker. Like this, like right here, you have to freaking roll. You're rolling for a chosen. Like, like what is the like if like can you tell me why you sold the Tom Kench?
Yeah, to find a better chosen.
Exactly. And then you're like, oh maybe, well fuck it. Like you can't. Like it's either like maybe some of the Tom Kench isn't the best play, but once you make it, you're like, oh okay, well now I just need to find a chosen.
Right.
Because I'm pretty sure you win here with Tom Kench. Pretty sure you would have won this round.
Yeah, I lost so much health in this stage that I didn't need to lose.
You can skip ahead until like after the carousel, and yeah, we can discuss what you. Yeah, so here you pick up the Riven. I guess it's okay because it's a Riven. Yeah. So here you missed. Okay, so yeah, go back. You missed the brawler Vi.
Would you take that?
Okay.
And play it.
So what I like.
So I could have played that over the fight that's out there. Put the new in for the Xin Zhao. Now I'm back for Brawler.
Exactly.
3-star Silas.
Chill.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or and actually, you could put the Hex deck on the Silas or on the Kindred.
Yeah.
Right, but it's like there's a free like this is exactly the kind of chosen you can just pick up until you get to 8. Because you roll without a chosen until 8, would just cost you a lot of health, unnecessarily.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Spirit Yumi,
Like panicking here.
Spirit Yumi's fine. Evelyn, oh my god, with Hex Tech Evelyn, that's brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah, I really get lucky here that I
And I have no idea what this is. Like this was so terrible. I hope you agree with me there.
Yeah,
And you even take out the Kindred. Like you take out I don't know how many 2 stars for 1 stars.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Why should you not make the Bramble here? Because you already have a Bramble.
Yeah. I guess I didn't think having 2 Brambles was bad, but
I mean, your itemizations were kind of meh to begin with the Hex Tech and all that. And then rolling here is terrible. You could have just sold the Pike, honestly. Like, you're not going to be playing that anyway. Or the Garen or whatever. Rather than locking and picking up the... Yeah. So this transition was just painful to watch. And I'm sure it was painful to play as well. But like now you want to go to 8, right? Now you want to go to 8.
Right.
So wouldn't it have been fine to have the brawler Vi just to chill? To get you to 8 smoother?
Mm-hmm.
And no, what I meant here is you could have just made a Bramble Vest. You could have just put the Bramble Vest on the Riven and gotten the chain to pop off.
Right.
You know how to do that, right?
Yeah. If you put the one with the chain on the bench.
No, even on the field, because full items go over non-complete items.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
So even if you had Bramble on the bench and a chain on the field, like
The full items go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
or like any item, it doesn't matter what any item, like the Hex Tech, for example.
Right.
I mean, honestly, like these items are good. These items are good, but yeah, I think the Redemption could have helped you more over the Morello. It's tough. It's a tough call, but like you definitely dropped the ball at this stage. Like this stage, you dropped the ball. Like, can we go back? Were you at like 90 HP, 90 something?
I was at 92 until the fight before the Wolves that I lost by like one auto attack because I didn't position.
Okay. You didn't position, so you went from 88 to 50.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, you went from 88 to 50.
Yeah, in one stage, which happens to me. I don't think it's always that bad. I think the reason I panicked and did that really terribly is frequently I'll just hold. Like I'll look at this and be like, this seems strong enough for me to get to 8-2, and it won't be.
No, but like I'm not upset about going from 88 to 50. That's completely fine. I do that as well. I am upset about going from 88 to 50 while rolling, selling your board, and wasting gold. Like if you kept this board until the end of stage 4 and we're at 50 HP, you would get to 8. You would get to 8 and have 50 gold and like maybe even get to 9 soon-ish. But like you got into some clusterfuck which did nothing for you and it just cost you gold. And probably a bit more HP. Honestly, like with this board, you could have preserved more HP than with what you had.
Yeah.
So like if you kept this until the end of stage 4, you would have been around 50-ish HP anyway, but you would have been a lot richer.
Yeah. So do you have any I know it's not hard and fast, but like how much HP do you need to say I'm just gonna chill till 8 versus like I'm sitting here at 88 for the last fight, right? So I go into 4-1 with 88, and that's enough health to say I'm just gonna hold it.
Well, how much HP do you think you will get to at the end of stage 4 if you're at 88?
I mean,
Worst case scenario.
Let's say if I had kept this instead of going down to 50, maybe it's 60 or 65.
But like worst case scenario.
Oh, apparently 50.
No, worst case would be like 40.
Okay. So if the worst case scenario is you lose 48 health, then it seems like you have to be at least like 70 to consider going to 8 before you roll. Is that fair?
Wait, what? What I'm saying is I would not mind dropping down to 40 to guarantee my econ. Like if you watch some of my games, or like I'm gonna upload the games now that I play today, I sack like parts of stage 4 and stage 5 just to push to 9 sooner. Like I'm greedy like that. Maybe I push to 9 a bit too much. I need to work on that. That I push to 9 more often than I should. But I'd rather lose by getting to 9 with like 30 gold and 20 HP than rolling on 7. So I will try to roll on 8. Like I roll on 6, 7, 8, or 9 based on my HP. So with this HP, you should trade away some of your HP for gold.
Yeah, so that's what I'm asking. How much HP at 4-1? If you're level 7 with 50 gold at 4-1, how much HP do you need to say I'm not rolling? I'm just pushing to 8.
I'd say enough enough to have 3 lives on stage 5. Let me put it like that. So on stage 5, if you're above 40 HP, you typically have 3 lives. So,
Right.
yeah. Because ideally, if I can, I want to get to 9 after stage 5 carousel. If I can.
That's fast. And you'll go 9 with 30 gold.
I'll go 9 with as much gold as I can. Like you can watch my last game. It's on the stream on Twitch. It'll be on YouTube as well shortly. And I roll with a Fiora chosen. I roll with a Fiora chosen. I get to 9, and then I transfer the items from Fiora to Yone, and then I have Yone chosen, and then I struggle a bit, and then I realize I need 4 Mystic, so I put in 4 Mystic, and I win the game. So it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
But like you should be aiming to get to 8 consistently without rolling. Ideally to 9. Like you can roll a little bit if you're chosen as shit. You roll a little bit. If you're holding a lot of pairs, you can roll a little bit to upgrade the pairs.
Yeah. So like even in this case, you would have just kept the Tom Kench, but when I sold the Tom, if I had just taken the Vi, which was like 2 shops later,
Okay.
that's a bit of an
Right now,
upgrade and not a lot of gold.
Okay, look at your board. You have Moonlight, so everything apart from Nunu is 2-star.
Yeah.
That's a pretty freaking powerful board. Especially if you, like right now, if you slam the Zeeks and the Solari, which are items to preserve more HP, your Kindred and your Aphelios are going to do more damage, and you're going to be more inclined to backline your Nunu and Silas, so that you get full locket value.
Yeah.
And you just chill, and you'll preserve enough HP to almost guarantee you can go to 9, either after carousel or ideally like stage 5, 7, or 6, 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then with your items like QSS Bramble, QSS Bramble, QSS Bramble and the Sunfire Cape, those are okay on set 2, Yone 2, whatever. Like if you find some like chosen legendaries, that's what you should be aiming for. Like chosen legendaries are by far the strongest, and I think that makes the game really good, because those of us who can get to 9 consistently, playing whatever the hell we find along the way, we get rewarded.
Okay. Yeah, I've never played for the try to get the 9 play style. I've always felt it's too risky, but you seem to be able to do it like almost more often than not.
I do it. Yeah, I do it in most of my games, and it's easy because most of the people are just like running around like chickens without heads. Like, oh my god, I need to roll now to find upgrade for this and that. I'm like, just chill. I can drop down to 20 HP. I don't care. Like if I drop down to HP and I win the game, then it's fine, right? Because like from this position, you should be like thinking I'm going to 9, and if I get shit on too much, I'll stop at 8. But like you should never feel that you need to roll. Like here, you just slam items to continue win streaking, and you chill. Maybe you can level up here if you actually had something to put in, which you unfortunately don't. So, yeah.
Right.
Wait, how much is it to level? 12 to level? Yeah, you can level up here. Maybe play like a Pike, for example.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah, level, and I think if I sold the stupid warlords, I could maybe level and stay above 50. Honestly.
Yeah, it's 12. Yeah, I'm doing the math. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Jin, you're not playing Jin because you don't have any Jin items, so you could level up, play Pike here, and just keep chilling.
Yeah.
Just keep chilling. You make items like Zeeks and Locket, which are good items just to continue win streaking and preserving HP. And like the whole point, like my mindset of the game is, how can I get to 9? What do I need to do to get to 9? And that's kind of the way I approach the game right now.
Okay.
And if I cannot get to 9, or if I'm offered, like, I tried Diana reroll, that was not worth it. Alternatively, I tried Moonman, Silas, and Aphelios. That got me an easy first. So if you're offered something crazy, you take it. But otherwise, you're just playing whatever you can to get to 9.
Makes sense.
By positioning, by itemizing, it's like getting to 9 is not easy. But if you do everything right, and a lot of people in your lobbies don't do everything right, It's actually quite easy.
Okay. So I'm gonna focus on positioning. And just especially on my Smurf on this account. I'm just gonna try my damnedest to get to 9.
Yeah.
And just play. Just try to position, try to min-max health every level, and just get to 9.
Because that's what I'm doing on my path to masters. Because I think I'm in Diamond 2 right now. So that's exactly the same elo. And in those games, it's just like usually very easy to get to 9. Like if I'm in a challenger lobby, it's more difficult because challenger players will punish me. They'll spike hard. They'll make good items. They'll use every single synergy, every single positioning trick they can.
Yeah.
So that's just like, yeah. You should be able to outplay people in Diamond and Master. And then Grandmaster Challenger, that's when it gets difficult. That's when it's not going to be like a walk to the park.
Yeah, and I need to get better at this because I was just getting so frustrated on my main account where you'd look at my match history and it would be like, the streak where I got re-rollable things or good Warlord starts and I had 5 straight top 3s and then it would be three straight games where it was like, for whatever reason, I couldn't do that and I was sitting in this position at 4-1 and did something dumb and went 7. Like, it just...
But
so
this game...
much better when it's not a comp that, is determined what you're doing by this point already. I need to get much better.
But this game, like, if you go to the end of the game, it was really good. If you just put the items on set, as soon as you 2-starred him, it's probably like a top 2.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, I got lucky 2-starring Ribbon at level 7. But yes, then I
and then you got lucky 2-starring set on level 8.
Still went 4th.
Because you didn't capitalize on it. Because, like, for some reason you had Yone with items instead of set.
Yeah.
That's, like, the key thing. Like, as soon as set gets upgraded here, after the carousel, you're like, okay, well, set is upgraded, Yone isn't. So then we put it on, we roll with set.
Yeah.
Alternatively, no, you don't want to ditch the Riven. Yeah, you don't want to ditch the Riven because you're on 8. Yeah, but you went for the 4 Mystic. Like, I do think, because, like, if you have 4 Mystic and Bramble on set and the Hex Tech, like, what kills him? Magic damage doesn't kill him. Physical damage doesn't kill him. And whenever he ulties, he's going to heal up to full.
Yeah.
So if you play, like, one of the fights, like, the ones you lose, like, you can see that if he had those items on him, he would just win every fight. So that's like, yeah, just like knowing, okay, this fight I'm not, oh, you don't have 4 Mystic yet, so you're going to get shit on by the 3-star Vigar. I'm not in, oh, okay, no, never mind. Look at that. So your Wayne just barely survived. So if you had 4 Mystic, you would be fine. And this is the positioning thing. Like, your set should have been somewhere where he could actually go work out sooner. But yeah, here with 4 Mystic, you win there. And then you finally put in 4 Mystic here. And then we can just skip ahead a little bit to the fight. And again, like, during the fight, yeah, I like this. Like, yeah, you positioned correctly, then you repositioned back. So again, here, if Set was by himself, he would take enough damage to go work out. And if he had the Bramble Vest, he would... I mean, Yasuo has Last Whisper, but still, like... Yeah, here is just positioning.
So a lot of your positioning tips throughout this game have advocated for a solo frontliner, like top Kench alone and then Set alone.
Yeah.
What, like, if I don't have Set here, let's pretend that Yon is 2-star and I don't have Set. Like, would you still have how would you position in that case?
Okay, if you have Set, you always want him to take as much damage as possible. Because how does Set work?
When he gets below 40%, he goes off the board and starts doing his push-ups.
Exactly.
And then the more push-ups he does, the scarier he is when he comes back.
But what is the biggest thing, the most important thing, the boss trait? What does it do?
It gives him true damage if he push-ups back to full health.
Exactly. So how do you guarantee that?
Make him die really fast.
Exactly, right? It makes sense. You want him to go work out really fast so that there's other shit happening during the fight so that he has enough time to do enough sit-ups to get back to full health and then do true damage.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I guess I just think
Yeah.
like if I don't have set,
If you don't have set at all,
sit up more,
if you don't have
set
set
at all,
set at all,
a more standard, just like would you like if you just took set out of this comp right here, would it just be the Casio, Thresh, Riven, Shen across the front line, or?
okay, you're saying Yone 2-star. If you had Yone 2-star, you want to position him so that he hits more, definitely. So he slices to the front line, and yeah, you would just put Casio. So you would put Casio like in between. It should be Casio in between Riven and Shen, and Thresh behind her.
Okay,
Because you don't have Vanguard, so Thresh is kind of weak.
that makes sense.
So you would want you just put Shen where Set is, put Riven where Thresh is, and Thresh one row back.
Okay.
So that way Casio will stun everything. They'll split the aggro. Shen has a lot of HP, so he can kind of tank a lot. And Riven, you don't really want taking aggro as well. So Riven can take a little bit of aggro, but not all of it. So here you would split the aggro. You would split the aggro between Shen, Riven, and Casio.
Okay.
Possibly you could like do these little things like if Casio has a tier, you can make like a room, like 2 tile room next to her. So like Shen would not be right next to her, but like 1 tile over. Which would mean that she would take aggro for more. It's like you need to think about what you want to happen or like what is going to happen. Like this game, like this round, I didn't know. Like I did not know that Set would not take enough damage to ulti before going to work out.
Right.
But the easiest way to do it, to guarantee that he goes to work out, is like having solo frontline, so he takes all of the damage. So even if he bugs out, he'll at least be at full HP and doing true damage once he comes back.
Yeah.
But in this fight, he does not come back with. I don't think he comes back with full HP.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, because he doesn't take enough damage right away. Because everything is getting damaged. Why is everything getting damaged?
Right.
Everything should not be getting damaged. Okay, he does come. Oh, he comes back with full HP. Okay.
Yeah, but too late.
But too late. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's these little things that make the difference. It's these tiny little things. And then the last round is just sad how he gets shot down by Jhin.
Right, and Bramble would have fixed that.
Bramble would have fixed that for sure. So like Yone is probably better than Set, but Set 2-star is like that's your main carry.
Right.
That's the fun thing about the legendary comp, is your carry is whatever you 2-star first. If you have like decent items for it, you just put it on. Like I can check my last game. I had okay, so my game was a little bit more high roll. I had a chosen Yone with Hextech Bramble Hodge. I had 2-star Lee Sin with blue buff, Sunfire Cape, and GA. And I had a 2-star Kayn with Shroud, Elderwood Spat, and Deathcap. And I also had a 2-star Zillion, 2-star Azir, 2-star Lilia. So
Yeah, that's a lot.
and then I had 4 Mystics. So yeah. But it's like 2-star legendaries are really good. And the guy I beat had 2-star Zillion, 2-star Ezreal, 2-star Yone, and 2-star Lee.
Okay.
So like legendaries are really powerful. And items, like they're not as item dependent. Because like you don't really have good items. Like you have decent Riven items and you have decent items for legendaries. You can't play anything else from this position. So knowing that means like you should try to go to 9.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which I probably could have done. if
Probably.
I hadn't panicked in stage 4. Yeah.
Like never panic with 80 HP. Like there's no need to panic. I guess it's like a lot of like mentality of people who are not in like master or higher. They're like, oh my god, I'm losing HP, or oh my god, I'm at 60, everyone else is at 80. Who cares? You still have 60 HP, right? Like,
Yeah.
if you're even if you're the last person, but you're at 60, everyone else is like 70, 80, 90, like it doesn't matter. Mostly.
Right.
Like if you're doing things right, like maximizing your economy, you can level up to 8 and then roll down and still top 4. But if you start panicking earlier and rolling on 7 and doing stupid shit, then yeah, you might not top 4. So this was a good game, good example of it, like demonstrated your weaknesses quite well. So
Cool. Well, I think we're over the hour.
yeah, we're over the hour. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, this was very helpful. I would love to do it again. I mean, tomorrow's Christmas and then I'm traveling, so it'll be a few days.
Yeah, of course, of course. I mean, you need to practice. You need to play some games as well to like
Right.
try things out.
Yeah, we'll get some more recordings. Maybe find one that is less disastrous than stage 4, but could still use some help.
Yeah.
Awesome, thank you. So, in terms of payment, is it PayPal or?
Yeah. Just okay. We're just gonna end the YouTube video here. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys learned something as well. And goodbye, Corey.